VR makes everything way more intense. You don't just see the chaos, you are right in it. We are two college students playing a Titanfall-inspired VR game called Wavefront. Last time our enemies were, well, beans. But now they're way more dangerous. Right now we need actual combat, not just target practice. All just so I can finally get absolutely destroyed in my own game. Progress. You're gonna need some guns if you want to survive. First up, the shotgun. Perfect for beginners, because even if your aim sucks, you will probably hit something while flying through the air at Mach 3. It fires dragon's breath rounds, which just looks ridiculously cool. It also comes with a holographic ammo counter and laser sight, because who can aim and counter shots on their own? It's also our first two-handed weapon, so naturally we coded that from scratch. Why? Because we love pain. So we spend weeks suffering, crying, and occasionally questioning our life choices. Was this a good idea? Hell no. But hey, it works now. Next up, the rifle. I already hear some of you saying that you won't need the shotgun because you already have godlike aim. Well, for the two of you, here's the rifle. Now the rocket launcher. You will need this against the wave breakers. They will try their best to squish you. It's balanced, trust me. And finally, the most exciting one. A new pistol. At least you have something when you lose your main gun.
I'm about to shoot your ass.
Now these guns look amazing, but without our patrons, they would look something like this. Thank you for saving us from that. You don't realize how important weapon holsters are until all your cool guns just lie there on the floor. Hey Argon, could you show off your cool loadout real quick?
Yeah, so I got my shotgun right here, and then I have my rocket. Oh my god!
That's right, you can now see weapons and mechs from other players and talk shit with them. Yes, this is the peak of VR gaming. And yes, the trash talk wasn't in Discord. We finally added in-game voice chat. We started with proximity chat, so you can make peace treaties.
Please don't kill me, I have 1000
or scream at enemies before shooting them. Hell no! Squad and team chat are coming later to keep you connected when things get hectic. We put in some effort to run it through Unity's audio system, so we can do some wild stuff with effects.
Hello, my name is Argon.
So when you're in your wavebreaker, you will sound like a massive menacing titan.
Yo, wasabi!
Shut up, man. But to be honest, we kinda had to do this. Imagine seeing a giant mech running around with the voice of a small child.
Hello.
That would be unsettling.
Alright, enough yelling at each other. Let's yell at the grunts. We ditched the beans and upgraded to actual humanoid soldiers. To make things less confusing in battle, we slapped on some futuristic team lights. Now you know who to shoot and who to hug. Well, maybe not hug. Because we love the Bone Lab style chaos, we slap physics on all the entities. Oh my god! Yes, this probably cost us 1 or 2 months of development, but it was totally worth it for the chaos.
Before, only the Titan's arms were physically driven. Now it's the entire body of every entity, which means everything can now interact correctly. Grab, chop or full on yeet enemies across the map. Or if you're feeling extra mean, you can squish them. We also added melee weapons. Right now that includes a Titan-sized sledgehammer and your fists. You can also grab limbs of other Titans, so you can hold off another Wavebreaker's punch mid-fight.
Now we can finally slap the grunts. While they might look smart, the brain is pretty simple.
Oh my god!
You could shoot at them and they wouldn't even notice. No, literally, we never noticed and didn't implement that till now. We didn't use a pre-made AI toolkit, we coded everything ourselves. So now, all bugs are 100% homegrown. And as it turns out, 40 fully physics-driven grunts give even the best PCs a run for their money. So we optimized it. If you're far away, they stop simulating. Newton would be proud. Oh, and spawning new grunts every time? That's slow and boring. Turns out necromancy is way more efficient. Now when a grunt is killed, it'll be revived, wiped off its memory and teleported to their new spawn. Reborn to die again. Also, enemies now take damage per limb. So yes, headshots really hurt. They can also scream in pain. Of course, humans aren't the only problem. Meet their bigger, tankier cousin, the robot grunt. Those are surely something you would want to get away from fast. So, we added a grappling hook as the pilot's first ability. You can attach a grappling hook to anything, walls, pilots, even wave breakers. The more your hand is lined up with the rope, the harder the winch pulls. It's perfect for swinging around corners or slingshotting yourself into the sky. It doesn't matter if you're escaping, chasing or hitting ridiculous trick shots. This thing turns movement into an art form. To make sense of the battlefield, you get this handy arm tablet. A scoreboard, minimap, wavebreaker call-in, everything you need to pretend you have control. And of course, a debug log, so we can admire every time our code explodes. Lastly, how do you know how much health you have left? Sadly, we can't physically harm you through your headset. Actually, scratch that. We can. Just wait for the next video. Oh my god!
For now, we need a non-harmful way to make damage feel intense. So we added this health overlay. Let me demonstrate. It might be a little over the top right now, but it will for sure trigger some primal instinct, making you win by pure adrenaline alone.
If you do end up dying, your body ragdolls dramatically. This does look pretty funny.
For the Wavebreaker we wanted the same intense feedback, but bigger. So we made it go up in flames. To achieve this we built a full damage visualization system, which can now power every vehicle in our game. When we started Wavefront we wanted to build the Titanfall-style VR game we always dreamt of, and it's finally starting to feel like it. Massive thanks to everyone for sticking around, and even bigger thanks to our patrons. You help us a lot to make this project amazing. Also, our Steam page is finally live. Yippee! If you want to support Wavefront and get notified when it releases, go wishlist it. It boosts the game way more than people realize. We even hit a couple teasers for the next video on there.
Oh, and YouTube just dropped this new thing called hype for small channels like ours. If you smash it, it overcharges the video in the algorithm.
So yeah, hit that if you want Wavefront to break YouTube.
And if you want to chat, share ideas, or just hang out while we make chaos in VR, join our Discord. We'd love to see you there.
Next up we're battling each other to see who can make the most insane Wavebreaker. Subscribe if you don't want to miss that. Mine's better.
Hey guys, I'm a snail. We ditched the beans. Then up here I have my rocket.
Oh!
Let's do a 1v1. You suck.
You will die.
Wanna fight me, my Wavebreaker?
And yes, the trash talk wasn't in Discord. That sounded sassy. Which means everything can now interact properly. Damn! Which means everything can now interact properly. Huh?
My arm gun. And then I got my rocket. I got my rock. Huh?